So what I'm doing is unhooking the corn head off the combine. You just got to push these little things in there and lock them down. That's what locks it on. And then when you want to run it, there's a chain that hooks them two together, and there's two on the other side. That's for the corn head. There's only them things that hold it on. The bean head is even simpler. Well, it's about the same because it's only got a shaft on this side that hooks up, and it's got a little slide thing because these come off. Hammer them off, and then it's got some hydraulic lines you hook up. That's about it for the bean head. You can see the whole side of the machine has oil all the way down it. I did spill oil when I was putting oil in it back before it blew up. And hopefully that'll stay up there. Nope. You can see there's oil everywhere. That exhaust manifold was broke, and they welded it together, and it looks like it might have cracked again. It did crack again. But they had to take the turbo off in this line here. You can see how much it wiggles. That's the pressure line. I think that's where all the oil ran out at. I gotta get in it to get a picture of the hole, but it's right behind the oil filters. Oil filters are brand new. They got less than half an hour on them. They only got it halfway home here before it through the rod. I thought maybe they got it almost here and it blew the rod out. No, they was only halfway here. And I'll tell you what, they had a hard job pulling it here because it don't turn good without power steering. Trying to fight the hydraulics. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fire it up just long enough to drop the head back away and pick the feeder house up. So when I'm pulling it around and stuff after the engine either throws another rod or locks up, I don't gotta worry about the feeder house dragging. So let me set you guys. Just set you on my leg for a second. Let's see here. It might not start. I got a can of starting fluid in the truck over here. I just need it to run long enough. And it might not do it. If it doesn't, that's going to cause a whole nother set of problems. I got all the lights working on the truck last night. The main wiring harness that runs the turn signals and the headlights and all that was melted at the manifold. Whoever put it on let it rub the manifold and it melted. So that explains why my brights didn't work either. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. My girlfriend walked up and was talking to me. I'm gonna try to get this thing fired up. Sorry this video is going to be shaky. This can should have enough power to shoot. It might not. This will be fun. You won't sit there. Okay. It should fire now, hopefully. No. The batteries are probably weak, but with it having no oil, I'm sure she's tight. What do I want to do here? If I can't get the head down, I'm going to have to break the hydraulic lines and get it down. And then I'm going to have to pull it away with the tractor. About my only option if it will not start. I'm going to bring my pickup over here and hook the battery cables up to it and see what happens. So I'll be right back. Okay, we got the truck hooked up to her. See what she'll do. Give her another shot. Just gonna load her down because I obviously can't do no more damage and been done to it. I don't think she's gonna do it. I'm gonna let it charge up good. I'm gonna see if I can't drop it by using the starter. I hate to ruin that starter because that starter was just rebuilt. When we got it a few years ago, and we probably haven't even put 10 hours on it since we got it. That's how little we use it. We bought it for a different purpose, and it's too big for that purpose. So it just stayed here. We were supposed to take it down to our hunting camp to harvest corn for the deer, but it's just too big to move. So it stayed here, and I just use it every year to help the guy that farms here. So, alright, let's, I think, spot to sit, you guys. You balance on the steering wheel right there. Try that. You'll probably get thrown on the floor. This is going to be a three-handed operation. She's cranking good there. Let me give her a good shot. Soaked her. Come on, baby. Come on. I got her backed away. You want to talk about balanced crankshaft? That's definitely it. Oh, that's all I wanted to get done. I didn't even unhook the jumper cables. So yeah, oh shit. I forgot to pick the head back up. We're gonna have to fire back up because I gotta pick that up. It's completely on the ground. Alrighty, got that done. Oh. That poor engine. Well, I got that done. If I go to move her anymore, I'm putting a tractor to her. I mean, I could drive it as far as it'll drive until it blows up. But I don't want to do that, because it'll probably screw the turbo up even more than it is, and the turbo's good. Parts, I think I'm going to take off of it and try to sell separate. The rear end. Might keep the fuel tank for myself to do something with. Take the starter off, turbo off, the radiator out because you can always scrap them, and the front tires, they're good, they hold air, but they got all this cracks, and when you get the corn head on it, it really puffs them out. But if somebody needs some big rice and cane tires for a Gleaner combine, and they don't do much down the road with it, I got you set right here. They got some deep treads in them too. It's got one good tire on the back, one alright tire on the other side, and the cab, I might have a plan for it. I might take it off and maybe make a display case for model tractors out of it. I've always wanted to do that and can't afford a nice, decent shaped cab. And I have a nice, decent shaped cab here with good glass and big picture windows. So I'm going to see how it comes off, and I might keep it. But if you know anybody that needs parts for, I believe it's an 85 M2 Gleaner, get a hold of me, because you need to sell the parts off of it. The heads, they're going to a sell either today or tomorrow, or I gotta get there before Wednesday. But I definitely want to sell this rear end. I don't want to send it to the scrapyard. Mud Hog 4-wheel drive. Comes with the whole rear end, the valves on top there, and there's the main actuator valve over here. I'll tell you anything you want off of it. That's the main actuator valve that operates or engages the 4-wheel drive. It is your main lines that drive the machine, and this is the one that just splits it to run the rear end. So yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, if you need any parts, let me know. That'll be probably the last video on the combine. I might make a video dragging it out back to its grave, and video loading the head. Here, this was a pain in the butt to load. My grandpa's got to bring his tractor over, and the bean head is over there on the header cart. So yeah, I'll probably make a video of them, add on to this, but the combine will stay in this spot. Well, it won't stay in this spot because I'm going to have to pull it backwards to pick the corn head up, because my excavator's going to have to sit right where the combine's at. But it'll sit up front in this field for a while until it gets hard enough and dry enough to get it out back, and I make a nice spot for it to sit. So yeah, when I make more videos of moving everything, I'll attach it to the back of this video. So for right now, thanks for... Alright, I got it hooked up to the truck. We're going to see if we can't pull it away. Pulling it to get it far enough out of the way so it can sit for a while. I think what I'm gonna do is, I got it in neutral, but it's still got to move all that fluid. There's the little sleeves right there. You're supposed to slide them over when you want to pull it. So I'm gonna have to pull them pins and slide them over. Maybe it'll pull it easier. But it didn't pull too bad. I didn't have to steer it though. So I don't know what that's gonna be like. My grandpa's going to be bringing his tractor over. I don't know if I'll get that header loaded up today or not. I kind of want to wait till I get that truck with the gooseneck hitch welded in it. That's the next thing I got to do. And get license plates for it and insurance, because I really want to try it out. But if nothing else, my uncle's truck's here. I'll call him, see if he'll let me use it. So stay tuned for the saga of the M2. Alright, so we got the corn head loaded last night. It's quite the project. I didn't get any video of it because it was just too much of a hassle. It didn't go quite like we thought it would. My grandpa's tractor wouldn't do anything. It was worthless. The John Deere did pretty good. The excavator did a lot of the work. We had to call the guy that rents the backfill out, and he brought his loader tractor over. After about 3 hours of messing around with our 3 pieces, and he brought his over, we had it loaded in 5 minutes. At one point, we couldn't get a hold of him, so we even pulled the combine back up to the head. We were going to pick the head up with it and dig a trench and back the trailer under it and set it off, but we got the combine pulled up to as close as we could get, fired it up, and the engine locked up. So it was just a shot in the dark to see if we could get it up there, but it didn't work. And then the guy, he called us back. He seen I left a voicemail. He called us back and he came over, and I'm getting ready to take her off to the cell now. I got a gentleman taking the bean head. I'm loading it up, delivering it to him either Wednesday or Thursday. So when I get back from dropping this off, I'm going to load it up on the trailer and get it out of here. So that'll be it for the combine. I'll edit everything together and upload it. So thanks for watching.